2-6, baby. This bad boy's 26 now. Sheesh. Man. Yeah, birthdays are overrated. First and foremost, I want to say fuck birthdays because I think they're very solipsistic in their nature. They're supposed to be a day of gratitude, not a day of materialism, consumerism, and solipsism, which is what they've turned into. I think birthdays are great for gathering with your loved ones and appreciating life and taking a moment to take things slow. Outside of that, though, it's been totally butchered by capitalism. So for that reason, in the modern day, I say fuck birthdays. Because it's just like people take it as a day to be lazy. I'm about to go to the gym. I just spent my morning working. I had some great conversations this morning from family and friends, which I'm really grateful of. But outside of getting, like expecting like, oh, it's my birthday, trying to take it easy. Like, bro, F all that. I think you have to reach a certain paradigm to kind of break through that way of thinking. It's kind of the same thing with the holidays. All this stuff is just, you have to be able to see through the surface level and the conditioning that we were kind of brought up. And not to disregard it, but it's a day that your parents, really, it's a day for your parents, because like without them you wouldn't exist. So you should just call your parents, say thank you on your birthday. It's as much as you're happy and you're made to feel like you're super special, you're really not. You're really not. I'm just messing around, guys, but yeah, man, it's been a minute since I shot a video here. I want to put another video on the board, document the journey. What have you guys been up to, man? Give me a little update in the comments. I know I know it's been a while, and I know everyone's got all kinds of stuff going on. I've had the pleasure of talking to you personally recently, like on Discord and on Instagram. So I know some of you guys are, focusing on school, focusing on your business. Some of you are out there dating. But I see a lot of you have just been leveling up, man, and just really focusing on the work and the process and what's necessary to achieve your goals. So big W for you guys, man, and for all of us. It's crazy. I've been kind of thinking back of like when I first put up a phone or a camera and started recording myself. Wow, like it's been such a journey. What was that, 7 years ago? 2016, I believe. Yeah, when I started vlogging. So that's 7 years, man. Wow, that's crazy. At the time I had nothing going for me. I had no real skills. I didn't know what to do with myself, really. And so I thought at least I might as well just turn on this camera and start yapping at it, see if I can garner some attention on the internet. Little did I know like where that could lead me in terms of like using the internet to network, to learn skills, to educate myself, to improve my life, to then set up a business, to start freelancing, to be a sole proprietor, and then going harder on YouTube and making some viral videos, getting better at creating content, writing content, getting organic attention on the internet, building communities on the internet, setting up landing pages, email marketing, building courses, just all this plethora of stuff. And then kind of where that took me after like 2020, 2021, where I'm now incorporated and I do marketing and video production for fintech. And I got a corporation, which is awesome, man. It's crazy. It's like, what a journey, man. Like, what a journey, Wow, it's kind of surreal. That's the beauty of life, man. Like you're your own author. There's nothing in stopping you except for you. How you want this story to go and how you want it to end. It won't all go as planned. I had no idea where this would go when I started 7 years ago, but wow, it's pretty nuts. So yeah, I don't want to spend this whole thing talking about me. So let me know how you guys are doing down below. How's life? Since I spent 6 months out of Canada, guys. I was in South America. So maybe I can do some videos about talking about that experience. I got some really good content, actually, I could talk about with you guys in regards to that. The things I learned, some funny stories. But it's always about the basics, man. Keep leveling up. I'm gonna go squat 280 pounds, 10 reps today. I'm getting a lot stronger. The lighting's dog shit here, so you can't really see the striations of my vascularity. But I hope everyone's doing good, man. I hope you're doing well. Genuinely, I absolutely want to see you guys win. And I know some people in the audience have kind of been disappointed that I haven't been a super consistent YouTuber or posting content and all that. Mainly because I don't think I am. I think deep down, man, I think I'm just a business guy. And I approached YouTube with a business mentality and a learning mentality. And I've also, had the pleasure and I guess what's the word? The privilege of being close to people who really got to go far in that metric of viewership and stats. And I saw the other side through their perspective. And it's very hollow, guys. It's super duper hollow. If that's your only endeavor, if that's your only goal, it is, I'm telling you, like, it is not what you think it is. And I remember being at my worst in 2019 after, like, I'd blown up, racking in millions of views. That was the Terry Crews video, and the Kanye video was blowing the F up. I had the most money I ever had. I had the most attention I ever had on the internet. I had the most freedom I've ever had. I felt like on top of the world, but I also felt miserable because all those years I just wanted to get there, got there, and then I'm like, wait a second, like, what? And so life isn't about these end goals. These end goals are like, they are just bonuses, really. Like, in actuality, like, I know we're all fixated on them, and I still am, but the real goal is the process, right? Like, I always use the analogy in fitness when we're running. You're doing your cardio or weightlifting. The goal in the gym isn't like, I'm going to eventually get to 400 or 500 pound squat and then I'm never going to lift again. Like, no, we're going to lift until we're dead, and we're going to do cardio until we're dead, and we're going to eat clean I'm going to eat clean until for 63 days, and then I'm going to do Big Macs forever, and I'm never going to eat. No, like, you need to fall in love with the doing, right? Your heart doesn't decide, I'm going to beat today and then I'm going to stop beating in 3 hours, and then tomorrow we're going to stop beating and I'm only going to hit 1,000 beats today. Like, your heart just beats until it's dead. It just, and I think a lot of life, we try so hard to, like, understand, but the painting won't understand the painter. And we need to just have faith and trust in the process and just look at those things of, like, the doing is the end. Really, if there's one thing I really realize is the doing is the end. And by doing and falling in love with the doing, you are in this special place of, like, eternal bliss where it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, I really think, like, the doing is the end. I know there's more to that, like, okay, but what about just being and just, being able to just be with yourself and be happy? I think that's a skill too, presence, right? We don't always just want to be in this fleeting mental state of always chasing something outside of ourselves. But I think it's progression. I think as young men, we need to be in a state of doing aggressively in fitness, monetary success, friendships. I think those are the big three, in my opinion. Of course, your faith with God. But we need to really dial those down so we can then take an ease off of it and get into a more state of, like, just being. But man, yeah, these are just kind of my thoughts here now at 26 years old, man. And it's kind of a unique year for me because I'm born on the 23rd and this is 2023. So I really feel this urgency to make this year epic. And so far, the first half of this year has been extraordinary. I've really grabbed it by the balls with travel and business being, like, really big highlights for me. And so here we are. What do we got? Like 5 months left of the year, 4 months left. And so I really want to end it on a high note. But I know what, like, people overestimate what they can do in 6 months, but they underestimate what they can do in 3 or 5 years. So I'm not trying to lose sight on what's actually the long game. It's always good to, like, push yourself aggressively and be like, this year I'm gonna fucking make millions, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna fucking get my 6-pack and blah 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 blah. Like, it's good to make super duper hairy audacious goals, because even if you don't hit them, you're gonna be so far above the mediocre people, you know, with mediocre goals. So that's the end of that, man. I'll see you around soon. And yeah, I'm just creating content as I see, as whatever is good for me, man. Like, I'm not a slave to the internet. I'm not a slave to the views. I just do it at this point because it's fun. And if I upload more, it's because I want to, and if I don't, it's because I want to. It's a very nice feeling. I mean, you know, it comes from a much more genuine place, for me personally. And yeah, there's far more better creators than me on the platform, 100%. Like, go watch Elijah, Hamza, like, by all means. They're far more consistent, and I think they have very good messages. But right now, my platform, it's just chilling. I'm just going to do whatever the fuck I want to do right now. And I like to check in sometimes to see how you guys are doing and also show you guys what's up. So, yeah, it's busy. I'm busy as a motherfucker right now. I don't have a lot of time to be Mr. YouTuber. And I'm super duper happy. I think living life offline, not that I'm always offline, but living life more so in like the real world and not being in this whole shadow realm of the internet, I think it's a blessing, man. And I urge you guys to find more ways to just be a real person than to live on the internet. All right, cheerios.